underclassmen, they're learning a little bit more about our team culture and the work ethic that we expect and the character that we expect on and off the field. But they're exciting to watch, and other kids around town know them, and we're hoping that kids will want to play with them. And uh, yeah, I don't think it will get any easier. Our expectations will continue to rise, and we'll keep trying to push to get better every year.
And coach, if people don't know Coach Josh Kutter and what his coaching philosophy is and what he expects, if you can explain that, what is your coaching philosophy like in the game of soccer? Because obviously soccer is much different than your basketball, football. What's your philosophy like?
Um, I don't think it's very different from other coaches that around town, but it's definitely a team first philosophy. Um, as good as we are, we can always get better, and you can't ignore those fundamentals. So we are constantly talking about doing the little things well, um, and just what can you do that is going to promote your team kind of over our own success. And so that's not much different than any coach in any sport out there. But I think other than that, just we don't want to complain. We don't want to compare. We put our heads down and we just want to keep working at it.
And are there some kids that you can maybe highlight that have really stuck out to you, whether it's the upperclassmen or the underclassmen? Are there certain players that are really shining right now for your program that you might want to highlight?
Yeah. So Diego Gonzalez Talavera is a sophomore this year. He missed most of last season due to injury. Um, but he is really shining. He's leading both in goals and assists for our team. Um, we have Valentin Del Real, he's a freshman center midfielder that is he has 9 goals. Um, really fun to see in the midfield. He can carry the ball well. His eyes are up. Upperclassman Jafet Rodriguez is a center back that is helping lead from the back and kind of controlling and managing our defense. He's doing a really good job. And Giancarlo Valenzuela, we want to highlight, uh, doesn't have the most stats on the board, but he is kind of to compare to another sport, he's kind of like a quarterback. He's the voice in the middle of the pitch that is directing traffic, and he's kind of a coach on the field. And everyone likes to have one of those.
I totally understand. You always want to have somebody that can be that vocal leader. And coach, I'll ask it this too. There are a lot of good soccer programs in the area. Shawnee Heights is normally pretty solid. Washburn Rural is normally pretty solid every year. Now you guys are putting your face on the scene here. How important is that for just Topeka itself to have another school that where people are like, hey, it's not only Washburn Rural, it's not only Shawnee Heights, not only Topeka High, it's also Topeka West now, and we want to keep it, that way too, to keep, our school on the map as well.
Yeah, that's important. Soccer is growing across the board, and I think having Topeka West reestablish. It's been many years since our soccer program's seen this kind of a success, but we're not looking back. I think that we want people to know that we're moving forward and we're continuing to have good programs, and we're going to keep building and look to do more every year.
I got to ask you the question, Coach. What do you think the ceiling is, or what do you think this team, as the playoffs approach here very, very soon, what do you think this team can accomplish for the rest of the season?
The conversation where we constantly have is we need to know that we can beat anyone. But we're going to respect every opponent that we come across. So there is no ceiling. for postseason. We have the players, and they are good enough to accomplish what any other team can accomplish out there. So we're hoping to just go as far as that'll take us. And in future years, again, we're returning 7 freshmen, sophomore starters, and juniors. So as I don't know, as far as that can go, which hopefully that can start to lead to championships and titles and things like that.
Coach, one last thing I'll ask you. If you had to describe, one word might be tough, but if you had to describe this team in one word, maybe two or three, whatever might be easier for you, how would you describe this team?
Oh, they are fun to watch. They're exciting. Um, I could just keep adding words to how they play and how much they love the game. They're I guess if one word would be passionate. They love to play soccer.
I love it. Coach, anything else? I know we went over a lot of different topics. Is there anything else that I'm missing from the season? What you're looking forward to here in the next couple of weeks? The guys you have, anything else that I'm missing that you'd like to add?
Um, no, that we are proud of our team and proud of what these guys are doing. We've had some bumps in the road, and to see the hard work and the success kind of paying off from what they've constantly been working on, and um, excited to see what the future brings and what again there's no ceiling for this group of kids.
Awesome, Coach. Well, hey, really appreciate you taking the time and good luck the rest of the way, and hopefully the playoffs treat you guys well.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.